Hello traders, welcome to our YouTube channel, Kevin J speaking. So today we're gonna do a quick breakdown on Nas100 and then we're gonna do a quick breakdown on US30. But before we dive into the chart, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share, and click the notification button down below. So let's get it. So as you know that I like to start my analysis on a daily time frame. So on a daily time frame, we've been having a support trend line, which is this trend line that we are having right now. So we are having this kind of trend line. As you know that where the support, there's resistance. So where there's the resistance, we know that if you can do this, let's just say maybe you clone, because let's just take this and then clone this. And then you know that there's somewhere which way we're doing what we're resisting. So let's just adjust it to be something like this. So something interesting is happening here on the resistance trend line, which was what? If you can look at the candlestick of Friday, we did close with something like a doji candle, which this was simply meaning that from here, we did what? We did manage to close outside of this resistance trend line. And then a lot of people are seeing this as a bullish move, but I'm seeing this as what? Although something like that can happen, but as you can see, whenever we come to what? To the upside trend line or your resistance trend line, we sort of had what? We sort of have a push, a big push down. We sort of have a big push down, and then we sort of did what? We sort of bought. So this is what I'm expecting on Nas100. I'm expecting it to come where? To come near the support trend line, and then I'm just waiting for it to buy it. So what I'm going to look for, if Nas100 can decide to give me something like this, I'm going to be waiting for what? I'm going to be waiting for a double bottom to play out. By double bottom to play out, let's just simply go to the data which was printed previously. So when we get to the trend line, we sort of do what? We sort of create some kind of a double bottom structure. And then a double bottom structure is meaning that we are having a trend on, or maybe we are changing a trend. By changing a trend, if we were selling obvious, we're going to do what? We're going to buy long term. So as you can see here, we did come to reverse with the double bottom. We did come and reverse with the double bottom. If you can go to smaller time frame, you can see that here, if you can go to smaller time frame, we sort of printed what? A double bottom structure. So this is what I'm going to wait for if Nas100 can decide to come run about this zone. So if you wanna catch this buy, just wait for a double bottom to play out, because this is the investment long term. You can buy here, and then you can focus on taking a profit where on the current high, which if we reverse, this is gonna be what? This is gonna be our new high. So this is what I'm looking at a daily time frame. I'm looking for a candlestick close on a daily time frame. We close inside the resistance trend line. If we can close inside the resistance trend line, that's where I'm going to conclude that we are coming where we are coming to this. That's where I'm going to conclude that we are coming to this. So if this doesn't play out, we're going to see something like a retest on what? On our resistance trend line, which is the odds. The odds are low for us to print something like this. You're going to see something like this. But I'm expecting what? I'm looking at Nasdaq to come and print something like this. I'm looking at Nasdaq to come and print something like this. Before we go to H4 time frame, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. As you know that we like to drop a new content on our latest YouTube channel. So this is what you're gonna do. Hit the subscribe button, like and share, and click the notification button down below. You know what it is, your boy Kevin James. So we're gonna go to a smaller time frame. A smaller time frame, which is what? Which is your H4 time frame. So as we go to the smaller time frame, something very interesting is we're gonna see something interesting on your H4 time frame. So let's get it on your H4 time frame. So let's go to H4 time frame. Let's just erase this. No, let's just go to your H4 time frame before we erase it. So what is happening here? We see something like a pin bar. A lot of people are expecting Nas100 to do something like this, so that we can buy long term. But I'm waiting for what? I'm waiting for a candlestick close inside my resistance trend line, so that I can conclude that we are going where? We are going to this. We are going to this support trend line, and then I'm waiting to buy here. As soon as it touch our resistance trend line, that's where I'm gonna invest long term, and then I'm gonna take my profit on my current high, because this, if you can sort of reject here or we can sort of close inside, this is gonna be what? Our current high. So let's just go and make this. Let's just zoom out, and then let's just erase this. Let's just do what? Let's just start analyzing. So our current high was here, and then our current low was where? Was here. That's where we did what? That's where we printed a new low of the market. So let's just simply erase this. Let's just simply erase this. Let's just put a box here so that it can tell us that here we are having something, and then erase what? Erase the trend line. So let's just erase the trend line. So what I'm seeing here, we have been in what? We have been in an uptrend. So this uptrend is about to get broken. If you know that if something is about to broken, we're looking at what? We're looking at the graph to come where? To come to our 90% rule. So our 90% rule is sort of where? It's sort of here. So we are waiting for it to close inside the trend line that I just show you on a daily time frame. So let's just go and analyze. So we're having this kind of trend line. So we're having this kind of trend line, which was simply saying to us that we're in a what? We're in a bullish move. A bullish move means we're in what? We're in an uptrend, or we are buying. So this is what it's gonna happen. We're having these trend lines. We sort of had first touch, second touch, and on our third touch, we know that at FOREX goes, this is a high probability trade. So on our third touch, that's where you're gonna see the market move very quickly. So we're having something like this. So although we didn't have a retest, but we know that we're gonna do what? We are gonna create a new high. So we just created a new high. We're just waiting for a drop, and then we're just waiting to do what? To buy it, to invest, or maybe to take your profit overall on the current high. So let's just go and do what? Let's just go and spot a trend. So here we sort of had what? We're having just a slightly trend. So this is a trend. We know that we want Nas100 to break this trend. So we are waiting for it to break this trend. As you can see, we did manage to have what? A first touch, second touch. On our third touch, that's where we are waiting for that drop. And then on the below trend line, we just had a first touch, second touch, and then we were waiting for the third touch. But although the third touch, right now we are looking at what? We are looking at a selling move. So right now we want to focus more. We want to stop buying because you can't buy the highs. You buy the lows and sell the highs. So right now we are selling the highs. So we are waiting for it to come run about here. Let's just go to your what? To your 1 hour time frame. So on our 1 hour time frame, 1 hour time frame is telling us something very interesting. Let's just go and do what? Let's just go and zoom out. Let's just go and zoom out. So we're having something like this. And then here there's a trend which was formed here. There's a trend which was formed somewhere around here. So this sort of what? This sort of your management line. So let's just go where the support, you know, there's a resistance. So we're having something like this. So let's just go for now. Let's just go and erase this and erase this. So right now we're having what? We're having a first touch, second touch, and then on our third touch, that's what we're expecting Nas100 to do what? To give us that drop that we are waiting for, and then we're waiting to buy it and hold it for what? For future purposes. So if you can break here, we are waiting for what? We are waiting for Nas100 to do something like this, give us a retest, and then we are waiting to take our profit on where, or on our 90% rule. Let's just go and erase this. We are waiting to take our profit somewhere around here. Somewhere around here, that's where we're gonna take that's where we're gonna take our profit. So we are waiting for it to break here, but something very interesting can happen when we open midnight. We wanna sell where, because we are selling the highs, we wanna sell where? On the high price. So if Nas100 can decide to give us a high price, that's where we're gonna focus on what? That's where we're gonna focus on doing what? On selling the market, because we are done with buying the market. We are done with buying the market, and then what we are supporting is sort of having this kind of structure somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. So what we are waiting for is either for me to sell this market. I'm waiting for a bounce here when we open, and then I'm waiting for it to give me a double top. That's where sellers are sitting. Sellers are sitting somewhere around here. That's where I'm gonna wait for the market to give me a high price, and then if we can decide to have a bounce here, that's what I'm looking to do. That's why I'm looking to sell the market, and then I'm waiting for it to drop, to come to our current high. That's why I'm going to take my profit here, because we did have some kind of a pressure somewhere around here. This is a significant zone of the market. So I'm waiting for it to give me a high price. That's why I'm looking to sell it. I'm looking for it to give me a high price and enter here with a snipe entry. And then I'm waiting for what? I'm waiting for it to come run about here. That's why I'm going to take my profit somewhere around here. If this doesn't play out, I'm waiting for what? I'm waiting for it to break this, because anything which is inside of this, anything which is inside of this box, it's a buy, and anything which is below the trend line, it's a sell. So if this doesn't play out, I'm just waiting for it to come and drop, and then I'm waiting for it to give me a bounce on our what? On our new resistance, and then I'm waiting to sell the market, and then I'm gonna take my overall profit where? I'm going to take my overall profit somewhere around here. So that's it for Nas100. Let's just simply go to your what? To your US30. You know what it is. So let's just simply go to your US30. So no, US30, there's a chart of US30. So as you know, H4 time frame, powerful time frame. So we're having something like what? An uptrend. Before we analyze the market, the current market is doing what? It's buying. So which means it's being buying. So if you see that we are having a buying pressure, you want to focus on doing what? On buying the market. So here, that's where we're gonna plot where this was our what? Our significant zone, and then our high was somewhere around here. That's why when we broke outside of this, we did come to do what? To print a new low here. This was simply telling us that there is a significant zone of the market. So the market cannot push price higher without not even coming back to respect this zone. So as you know, highs and lows, our low somewhere around here. And then your minor support and resistance where we are buying and then where we are selling, we're having something like a strong zone. As you can picture this, we did manage to come and respected this. So this is saying to us that we're having what? We're having a significant zone on these areas. And then let's just go and print another significant zone when if the market can decide to sell, we're gonna have some kind of a reaction when we come to this. Gonna see a spike or something like a huge candlestick spiking down and then going to the upside. So that's where we're gonna buy the market. If the market can decide to sell, that's where we are waiting with our sniper increase. So let's just go and create what? Let's just go and create a trend. So a trend is somewhere around here. As you know that we are buying, we're gonna have what? We're gonna have this kind of trend line which we are supporting somewhere around here. And then where the support, you know what it is? There's a resistance. So where the support, there's a resistance. So we're having something like a resistant trend line somewhere around here, and then we sort of done with what? Sort of done with buying the market. As you can see right now, we are approaching the trend line with sort of a slightly low momentum. So this is simply telling us that we're gonna have what? We're expecting a drop because we did manage to have a first touch, second touch on our third touch. You know what it is? High probability trade. So let's just go, and here we are having something like a rising wedge. A rising wedge is simply telling us that we're gonna have a drop. You know what it is. So you're gonna have a drop. So this is what we are having currently. So if you can go, let's just go to your H1 time frame because we sort of done with what. Let's just go and plot another significant zone that I'm seeing in the market. So this is a significant zone of the market. We are waiting for what? We did have a first touch, second touch. We are waiting for it to drop. We're waiting for US30 to give us a drop, and then we are waiting to do what? To buy it and hold it for what? For future purposes. So we're waiting it to drop, to come around about here. If you can analyze the previous date, when we get to this trend line, when we get to the lower trend line, we sort of do what? Sort of push up with a spike. We touch the trend line with a spike. So this is what you're gonna be waiting for you to enter in the market. So you're gonna waiting for a spike to present itself, and then you're gonna take your profit on the high. So this is the current high of the market. If you can decide to reverse, let's just go and delete this. So let's just go to your 1 hour time frame. Basically 1 hour time frame, that's what we're gonna be monitoring for us to take that sell that we are waiting for. So two things. We are selling the what? We are selling the highs. So our current high, it's here. So the high price that we are waiting for when the market opens for us to sell it, we're waiting for what? A double top. You're waiting for a drop. If double top doesn't play out, you're gonna take your overall profit on the 9% rule. If the double top doesn't play out, you're waiting for what? To break the trend line, and then we are waiting for the retest on the trend line, and then we are waiting for a drop. That's where you're gonna take your first TP is gonna be somewhere around here, and then your second TP is gonna be somewhere around here. So this is basically similar like Nas100. So we are expecting sales this week. So we are expecting sales. So that's it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share, and click the notification button. I'm gonna see you on the next episode. Peace out.